Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Sherlock Holmes the Awakened. And in the last episode, guys, we were able to escape from Switzerland and the Edelweiss Institute, despite another hit to Holmes' sanity. We did find that Professor Gygax had a very, satisfying ending. And Gerda's out there somewhere, without Heidi. God help us all. But we are here in New Orleans now. We are outside the banking house that we had evidence may lead to the next piece of this puzzle. And we met this gentleman who has myopia, has a hidden tabloid newspaper, and a sandwich in the pocket. So I've been thinking about this. He's either a paranoid fool or a critical thinker. And paranoid fool kind is more instinctive to me, but I think critical thinker maybe fits him a little bit. I mean, he has the foresight to carry a sandwich with him. I didn't think that was a big thing, but also I'm thinking in 21st century terms. Hidden tabloid newspaper, that's fine. And squints because of myopia because he reads too much. So let's go with critical thinker and see how that works. It's a little bit of an oddball. I like oddballs. I am Frank Barnaby.
In the flesh. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, hold up. Written invitation first.
Can I present another piece of identification?
Nope. That's why we send the invitation.
Let me be frank.
Holmes, over here.
Oh. Hi, Watson. I'm literally right next to you. What's up?
Any luck?
None. They're holding an auction, invitation only. The good news is, I know who might have one. We need to find Mr. Barnaby.
Who?
Frank Barnaby, most likely a local.
And do you think Mr. Barnaby would be happy to share his invitation?
Let us first find him, then we can see if he is the generous type.
Indeed. So, Mr. Frank Barnaby, owner of the invitation. Let us question the locals.
May I ask for your assistance?
I've heard about that, let me tell you.
Locals say he owns a shop in Chinatown called Barnaby's Hidden Gems, which we passed by already during our recon. Which I believe was just over here.
How marvelous, Holmes. A city within a city.
Indeed. Those lanterns are delightful. It is as though we have been transported to the Orient itself.
I thought it was down here. Oh, here you go. No, that's a salon. It is here in Chinatown, though. There's a casino. Can't go this. Hello. Stan Lord Smith, wanted for piracy. Reward as much gold as the wanted weighs.
Look, Watson. What have we here? A local crime star.
A star? You have a strange way with words. Frankly, we have more pressing matters.
Yes, but we have distractions. Distractions, man. Getting 10 of them will be quite enough to improve Sherlock's collection of criminal profiles. Okay, we're just grabbing wanted
I'm not
posters.
going after these troublemakers, but the posters will add nicely to my collection of criminal profiles. I read a study that suggests facial features can determine a person's tendency towards cruelty or deviant behavior.
Well, you can't stop progress.
Blackwood, Marsh Canning Factory, The Kiss of the Sea. That is from, Sinking City. Okay, so we run around here until we find wanted posters we're hunting. Makes perfect sense. Where would they be hiding, though? I was wondering if there was going to be a side quest here, and sure enough. Ryan Kelly. Ryan Gazebo Kelly for stealing an overcoat, a pair of socks, and a boot. A lifetime supply of beer for the reward. Ooh. I've got a lot of hunters going after him. No piggies. Doubt that there would be any want. I figured they'd all be in. Oh, hello there, ducky. Figure that they'd be in places...
This place. There's a Spartan charm, does it not?
It does. My soul will always yearn for London's gloom, but it reminds me of Cordona in a nice way.
That's good. Nice to have pleasant memories of Cordona. Okay, nothing here. There's one. Rafa Dathushu Arante. Conspiracy to commit tax fraud via necromancy. 10 acres of land and a farm. It's an interesting use for necromancy, but modern problems require modern solutions, I suppose. Alright, that's where we found our pirate. Can't go that way. See, if I had seen this earlier, this is what I would have been spending the recon doing. But now that we know what we gotta do, we'll be running all over creation trying to find these wanted posters. Like so. Wanted. Draken the Grim Reaper. For necromancy, kidnapping, and attempted murder. $200 in the sheriff's personal gratitude. See, that's a boring use of necromancy. But Holmes did keep a pretty significant list of criminal profile, like, descriptions and stuff like that. He also wrote several books, or not books necessarily, but like papers about Wanted, Harold the Doctor Gosla, for breaking into jail to socialize with cohorts and colleagues. $10 and a fine hat. There you go, you just break into jail to talk to your friendos. On like cigars and cigar ash. And I talked about this during chapter 1, but it bears repeating. The thing about it is Watson did basically like an inventory on stuff that Holmes was familiar with, stuff he was an expert at. And don't get me wrong, in terms of like chemistry and stuff, Holmes was an absolute, master, a savant. But by the same token, there were other subjects that he was completely just derpy about. And that was because he always thought that he needed to only keep his attention on things that mattered. And some of the stuff he didn't think mattered in regards to his crime. Oh, we got missing people. There's a wanted poster over there.
More people missing here, too.
Sun Sao. 34, last seen in Chinatown.
Our ship leaves tomorrow morning. No room for sightseeing then.
Brian the Impaler Atushi. The dismemberment of 13 people, $10,000. Alright, now that's getting a little bit nastier. We'll need to check the boat. Or not the boat. Yeah, we'll have to check the dock. See if there's any more. Fine. I think we should be getting fairly close. Horsey! What are you doing, buddy? Oh man, that heat's just getting to you. You're just chilling. God's name is going... I can hear that... that dull roar. Also, guys, in either this episode or the next... or the last episode, if you hear what sounds like a little bit of a breeze, that is probably because my AC has broken in my house. I'm getting it fixed here in a day or two. But I've got a fan running in the office because it is very hot. So, just letting you know ahead of time that if you hear that and you're wondering if my microphone sounds a little bit different than what it is, it's... At least it don't sound like that. Of course there'd be a wanted poster at the church. Whoa. Whoa! That was bizarre. That was downright freaky. Okay, we're back here at the Gator Bar. Yes. So we need to find some new locations. How many do we have? I assume we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 4 more. Three more. Hammock Sweet Roll Adjudicator for stealing 20 oranges and a pack of nuts for 3 fine horses. Damn. Must have been some good oranges and nuts. The finest kind. Oh. Donald the Wet Bandit McLeod for assaulting relatives with a raw chicken. $5 and a pair of shoes. And folks with a weed eater and a live chicken. And some peach preserve. Massachusetts dirigible airships. A flight into the future. I don't know about that necessarily. Okay, of course there wouldn't be a wanted sign next to Rathbone's place. Probably good at keeping the riffraff out. Check over there. Nope. And then we've got the... Oh.
Looks like someone's nightmare.
Got another creepy painting. See, it's good that we're checking everything. Already went that way. So, by that rationale, everything should be at the docks, I suppose. On the other side of the docks. We already went through the... We're in the Creole Quarter. We already ran through there. Gone through Chinatown. I mean, I know that's happened on several occasions, that Watson thinks that everything is kosher, and then all of a sudden Holmes just kind of runs off on a hunch. Not necessarily a hunch, because Sherlock doesn't guess, but I figured you'd be in a pretty tired state, having to keep up with him. Not that way. Check the walls here. Nope. We'll check the dock. Okay. Still hearing that weird noise. And then after this, guys, I may just go do the rest of this off camera. I need to get the show on the road. Check here. Hope y'all don't mind me getting sidetracked. Okay, we had the pupper here. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be that way. Probably not on the nymph. You can see if any of the posters maybe landed on the floor. Okay. So, let me go ahead and do a runabout on off camera. And let's see if we can go ahead and find the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can go find the other 2. Aha! So, both of them were actually fairly close to each other. The 9th one was right here, next to the slums. Liam Sunshine Clayton. From mass poisoning during the Christmas soiree, or swore that word. $600 and Congressional Gold Medal. Soiree. Needless to say, that's not a word you would say often. And the other one, right here. Jennifer the Black Widow Pritchett. For baking and selling pies with human meat. The best pies in London. $800.
This will be enough for my collection.
As long as you don't hang those ugly faces up at Baker Street.
Neat. I still can't change clothes here.
America, Holmes. I never thought I should be so lucky as to visit.
Okay, now let us head back to Chinatown and find Barnaby's shop, which I'm sure we walked by several times. Aha! Here we are. Barnaby's Hidden Gems.
Locked. No one's here.
Alright, the shop is closed.
Rather unassuming for a jewelry store.
Damn, he at it again. Barnaby still owes you. If he can't pay in greenbacks, he'll pay in blood.
Ah, too bad we can't do the eavesdropping game from before. The talk of two angry fellows near Barnaby's Hidden Gems reveals that they might know Barnaby.
May I ask for your assistance?
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
Two gentlemen say that Barnaby owes them money. He's a known alcoholic and is currently getting drunk at a local bar called the Giddy Gator in the Creole Quarter. He can be recognized by a yellow hat and green jacket. Thank you, gentlemen. Y'all can wait for a little bit before that whole blood thing. I would appreciate it. Poor guy still hasn't got in. Where are you, friendo? I assume you're right here. Yep.
Barnaby, unconscious but with his eyes open. Look, Watson, the two of you are just alike.
Oh, great. So I look like a haggard alcoholic.
I didn't say anything. Mr. Barnaby, the baking house of E.W. Gray invites you to participate in a closed auction. We are pleased to present a selection of rare and extraordinary black opals for sale. Please contact our employee to receive more information. We strongly urge you to wear the cleanest suit you have and be sober. One more unacceptable incident and we will exclude you from our list of buyers.
Eureka!
What have you got?
An idea. First, we'll need Mr. Barnaby's clothes.
Yoink.
Holmes.
Watson, time is of the essence. You will go to the bank, not as yourself, but as Frank Barnaby.
Holmes, we look nothing alike.
The hat and coat will do the heavy lifting. Just stay cool, play the part, and no one will notice the difference.
Be cool.
Trust me.
Holmes, must we really indulge in this farce?
It worked in Switzerland, didn't it?
Sure, if you redefine the word worked.
Alright.
You look great, Watson. The guard has myopia, you'll walk right through.
That's true, especially if we look somewhat similar. Stop making fun of my clothes. Now, I know we can't change clothes, but I still want to see what we've been unlocking here with the bonus. Bohemian. What was that? That was the artist getup. Alright, I remember.
Where's my cash, Frank? In the bartender's tip jar?
Hey, at least you're not coming for blood. Appreciate that. Let's just run cool, calm, and collected.
Where's the money, Barnaby?
How did you
I'll
teleport,
wait here,
sir?
so as not to arouse suspicion.
Mr. Barnaby.
Right you are. Shop owner.
Right. Your invitation, sir?
Here you go.
You okay, sir? Seem to have the jumps.
I'm in a rush.
Come on in.
Unless you're poor eyesight.
Ain't you in a rush? Go on, head inside.
Okay.
Heavens, I never seen gems so big.
I simply must have them.
Black opal. Origin, Australia. Weight 40 carats. Rarest stone believed to be a piece of a shattered space rock that fell to Earth. Ooh. Australia. Mm-hmm. Actually, there
They're
we
so
go.
black it's like they absorb light. Rather hypnotic. Do you know anything about this?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Obviously, do not want to talk anything but business. Luke, Andreas Larson, Luke Koski. If there's anything else for us here?
This might be useful. I'll make a note.
H. Armitage, Dillard. A. Arneson, French Quarter. Atkinson. Randolph Carter, French Quarter. B. Chambers. S. Clemens. G. Angle. M. Hartnett. J. Howlett. Love it. Okay. Where's our boy Gilmore? Walter Gilmore. Let's, maybe we need... Now can we go talk to someone? No, it says we need to go talk to someone specific. We can't. No, pass. How about you?
Morning, sir, and welcome to the E.W. Gray Banking House. The auction will begin shortly. Name's Zoe Clemens, and I'd be delighted to help you.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Clemens. I am Frank Barnaby. I do have some questions, if you don't mind. Forgive my curiosity, but who was the previous owner?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to disclose them details.
These gems are rather curious. What can you tell me about them?
These rare beauties are black opals, all the way from Coober Pedy, South Australia. When they catch the light, the dark stone becomes a brilliant rainbow. It's something special.
It doesn't say where these stones came from, no provenance, no previous owner. I'm starting to suspect they were illegally procured.
What? We would never. I can assure you these gems were bought from one of New Orleans' most upstanding citizens, a philanthropist no less. If you would like to know more, I could get my manager.
You old dog, Barnaby. Didn't think you'd sober up for the auction. An hour ago, you were 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, you know, I hold my liquor better than most.
Oh,
And
John.
the auction was an important business opportunity.
An important business opportunity. Ha! What have you done with the real Barnaby?
Well, maybe I'm drunker than I thought, mister.
Mister? What's wrong, Frank? You're looking pale. Don't you recognize your old pal, Grub?
I could so see J.K. Simmons playing this role. Large wool hat, oversized. 10-gallon hat on a 1-quart head? Maybe. However, he does have a lot of hair underneath there. Position of power. Golden revolver champion, proud or poser. Luxurious textile, cares for his appearance. Polished nails, fashionable or hates getting dirty. Sheriff Grubb is the law in New Orleans. He's fairly eccentric, looking after his nails, appearance, and image. However, it's just a cover for his true nature as a remorseless and highly powerful individual in the local community who uses his image to distract and disguise his true nature. Sheriff Grubb is actually a barking, toothless dog. The man attempts to make the impression that he's an important figure in the life of New Orleans. However, he's just a small cog in the governmental machine. In fact, the sheriff feels so uncomfortable and displeased with his role that he tries to compensate with ridiculous tournaments, fashionable looks, threatening behavior. I don't know about that. I would say fashionable menace. Nothing wrong with being a little bit of a dandy.
Of course I know you, Sheriff.
Good. Now, while I have you, there's the matter of your outstanding fines. I've been more than reasonable, but I'm afraid the bills come due.
Fines? Right. I'm afraid I don't have anything on me.
That's funny. Ain't you at the auction? I weren't born yesterday, Frank. Now, assault, battery, disorderly conduct, that's serious stuff. You got off easy, but if you don't pay up, things get a whole lot worse.
Look, Sheriff, I'm not actually...
Whoa. Think careful now, 'cause Frank Barnaby only owes us cash. But fraud, impersonation, that's weasel behavior. And you know what we do to weasels round these parts. Feed 'em to the gators.
Yeah.
So, Frank, what's it gonna be?
I think we got it right.
Here's all I have.
Ounds?
Mighty fine of you. The people of this parish deserve peace. They don't take kindly to visitors. Don't miss that boat tomorrow morning, Doctor.
Oof. Okay, well, that went well. We need to go ahead and go talk to Sherlock again. I think there's anything else that we need to do.
I told you, Holmes. I told you it was a bad plan. Now we're penniless and wanted criminals.
Hysteria gets us nowhere, Watson. Tell me what happened.
The sheriff saw right through me. He knew who I was from the start. Extorted me for every coin I had.
Bah, all that matters is what you learned about the gems.
I shan't discuss it while still wearing that blighter's clothes. I'm going back to the boat to get changed.
Okay. Well, we took care of the side quest here. It seems that every area has a side quest, or any of these main areas where we're running about. We took care of that. So hopefully that guy has finished gathering up all the clothes. Yeah, just very eccentric, but used to getting his own way.
Oh, bollocks, now our clothes are in the bloomin' water.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
I ain't sure what you did to the sheriff, but it must have been something real hairy to have him chuck your luggage off the pier.
With respect, miss, have we met before?
If you were the real Frank Barnaby, yeah, we would have. But where are my manners? I'm Lucy. And you are?
John. I didn't mean to be rude. I've just had a difficult day, miss.
Well, it's barely noon. And you've already made an enemy in Sheriff Grubb. The man starves his gators just in case someone crosses him. John who?
Watson.
Well, Johnny, if you plan on sticking around, you better change that suit, or Frank's reputation will catch up with you. And then you'll be a John Doe.
Alas, I think one of those gators is currently devouring my spare clothes.
You've got yourself in a fine pickle. All right, come on board the Nymph of Louisiana, and I'll sort you something to wear.
The nymph? Is that what it sounds like? Why are you helping me?
Well, let's just say you ain't the only one who's had run-ins with the sheriff. Way I see it, this city deserves better. Now quit your stalling and head on over to the Nymph. I'll be in room 6.
This Mr. Barnaby is proving rather useful. Perhaps you're not so different after all.
One more word, Holmes, and I'll hand you over to the sheriff.
Sorry, was that John talking or Frank?
Oh, go annoy someone else while I visit the nymph.
No. Was that your luggage again? I don't understand. We just got it back in order.
A pox on the crew.
Poor John. But we're still under control of him, so I guess our next stop is the Nymph of Louisiana, and we will do that in the next episode, guys. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.